Hey guys, Sure Shot Midget here. I'm super excited to do a review and shooting test on a ASG Scorpion EVO. So this is a customer's. This has been in the works for a long time. He gave it to me because the Tamiya connector had broke off, and I wired it to Dean's and gave it back to him the next week. I actually made an adapter, so it's from Dean's to Tamiya adapter, so he can still use his Tamiya batteries. I literally give it to him at the field. And sorry, my lizard's tweaking. She's distracting me. Both of them are tweaking. It's mating season, let me just say that. So I gave it back to him. Basically, the first game he comes up, before the first game starts, he went to test fire, and the nozzle wasn't even moving. I was like, dang it, that has to be the tappet plate. And of course, I never opened up the gun. I just wired it to Dean's. I pulled the front end off. I didn't pull the gearbox out or anything, because I didn't need to. Turns out the tap plate broke. I had to order it from the UK, and so I believe they're made in Belgium, if I'm not mistaken, the guns. So it wasn't too far away, but the ASG apparently had to ship it to, I forget what this company's name was, but they had to ship it to this company, and then they shipped it to me, and it showed up on Saturday, but I wasn't here, and nobody was here to sign for it, apparently. Or maybe it was Friday. No, it had been Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. And so you had to sign for it. Nobody was here apparently to sign for it. I was gone, but I thought that somebody was going to be here, but nope. So that took another about 4 days until I got it today. So I got it today, installed it today, and now here I am doing the review. So it's, took a long time to get it, but now it's fully functional. He did give me a mag, so I get to test fire it now. Where do I start? I'm going to start with the externals. So, first of all, he has the buffer tube adapter with a MFT stock, which is Mission First Tactical. Awesome stock. It's adjustable, of course, and folding. You have the quick change spring system in there. Now, the spring right here is the ASG. I think it's a 120, shooting about 390. And I got some readings in the 380s and 390s. I even got 404. That was with the hop up like almost all the way down. So I put a different spring in here, and it shoots about 330 FPS. So he has an indoor spring and an outdoor spring. This one's going to shoot about 380, which the limit's 380. But just in case, I went ahead and gave him this weaker spring that's in here so that he can run it for sure. Because if he adjusts his hop up and it's a little bit lower and he can't, chrono's too hot, I just want to make sure. This is an outdoor spring. 380, if I don't see a reason if you're a tech or have the possibility to open a gun up and get it to shoot under 380, under the limit, why don't you? But that's just my opinion. So got the stock spring, which is probably 120, and then a random spring that's shooting about 330 in here. So nice, good CKB, low stress spring, and then he's got an outdoor spring too. So it comes with built-in sights. Got a peephole and then a fiber optic front. It's got a functioning charging handle, which you can lock to the rear, and then you can do an HK slap. Selector switches ambi, safe, semi, 3-round burst, and full auto. The micro switch actually clicks, and you can feel it, and I love that. The trigger pull you could definitely shorten. I don't like the pistol grip here just the way that it is. I don't care for that. Adjustable hop up, it's an interesting way to adjust, but it's very effective. Rails on the left and right side and the bottom. I think he has an AFG for this, and then a red dot, and then I believe he even has a suppressor for it. He uses a PEC box, and it's wired to Dean's, the gun, but he has some Tamiya batteries, so I'm using my Dean's 11-1. I am using a 15 to 25 C11-1. It's a 1200. It is not fully charged. There's threads on the front here. He uses a suppressor, I believe. So in fact, I will go ahead and put a suppressor on the end of the gun and shoot it. This is a tan suppressor, so I think his stuff's all black if I can remember correctly. As far as internals on this gun, super easy to quick change spring, like I said, super easy. It's got a piston that is along the lines of like a Crytac or a KWA. It's a beefy release or pickup tooth plastic, but it's just beefy. And then it's got 4 metal teeth, so you could short stroke it if you want. So, you know, pretty nice piston. Really good piston head. And then a neomagnet motor. Everything else is just honestly just basic. You have basic 1801 stock steel gears. The bushings are nice. They're steel, but still basic. Along the lines of like VFC is really nice. You know, usable with really any gear set. But where this thing shines is that you can put a stock gear set in here. So it uses SHS 12-1s or 13-1s or whatever. Basic gears. It's not like an Amoeba where you have to use the stock sector gear, and that means you have to do Siege Tech spur and bevel. No, you can use standard gears in here. And that's why I want to get one of these, actually. You might see one of these on my channel eventually in the coming years because I really want one. I really want to buy one. Throw some like SHS 13-1s or 12-1s in here. Metal rack piston, sorbo. Use the stock motor. And get like 25 a second with an 11-1 because that sounds perfect to me. And you get the bolt stop function. So, you know, my SMG PTW, since I got rid of mine, I do love my Amoeba to death, but I really wish there was a bolt lock system for that. If they just built that into the electronics, that would be insane. Now, the electronics in here are pretty good. They're not amazing. They're very exposed. But as far as quality, they last a long time. They're made by ASCU. They're different than the ASCUs that are sold, because the ASCUs that are sold separately are kind of poopy. They're made by ASCU, but actually they're ASG designed. And there's a Gen 2 of these electronics now. I'm not sure if they're going to start shipping with the Gen 2s or if those are only upgrade kits. If they don't start including those stock, then that's just stupid. If they make a Gen 2 MOSFET system, they should start to include it. But the MOSFET system is pretty good, but the Gen 2 is more enclosed and more safe, so it's easier to take apart the gun apart without damaging anything. I don't know if there's any other extra features or not, but if they could, you know, update the trigger response, you know, make it so it kind of counts its shots, that would be awesome. That's the only thing that this is missing, honestly. Okay, so I am going to be using Matrix 125s. That's what he uses, 2.5s, I believe. Might be 2.8s. 2.5s is good enough. When you plug the battery in, the motor's going to beep, so it's ready to go. Safety, semi. So, nice trigger response, good performance. She's about 20 rounds a second on full auto out of the box, so not high, but with an 11-1 and some 13 or 12-1s, you could get 25, and that would be super nice. So let's just go ahead and shoot it. I did not mention this yet, but the gun is almost 2 years old. It was 1.5 years to 2 years is what he told me. And the motor's actually in pretty good shape, and everything else is in good shape. It was just the tappet that broke. So these are very, very nice guns. Out of the box, they're good to go. Throw an 11-1 in it and use it. Please don't use a 7.4. Same thing with the Amoebas. Please use 11-1s. They're made for that, to get the best performance. Obviously, you can't spam it. Doesn't shoot very quick, which is not a bad thing. This gun is more tailored to Milsim players with the bolt stop function, and Milsim players tend to not spam. Most of them don't. So, you know, this is nice for those players that want the realistic trigger response, and, you know, don't really want to spam. The thing is, you know, if you're spamming it, and with the real gun, as fast as you pull the triggers, as fast as it's going to shoot. Now, sure, stock, you know, real gun triggers are harder poundage-wise, and you can't spam them, but you know, when you pull the trigger, it's supposed to do a shot, but when you shoot it fast, it just doesn't shoot sometimes because, like I said, it doesn't keep track. It doesn't count the shots. But it's still a nice system. I love it. Don't get me wrong. In fact, I want to buy one of these, like I said. And I'm definitely not your average Milsim or anything. I just like airsoft in general. I like all play styles. Okay. Stop shooting. Okay? Oh no, it broke. No, it's just bolt lock function. So yeah, that's pretty cool. This gun is a blast to shoot. The magazines hold like 75 rounds. Let's do some burst. pretty smooth. See, I'm pulling the trigger super fast there, and you can't shoot it super quick. It's not like HPA where you can, with the burst, you keep firing. When you can fire it quick and make it sound like full auto. So it's just, this is really like you aim at your target, do a quick burst, you know, not super fast follow-up shots. Full auto. Okay, stop shooting. And it's empty. So, pretty cool system. Really cool system. Now, like I said, it's begging for some upgrades, even though it's ready to go out of the box. If this was my gun, like I said, I'd throw some speed gears in there, sword bow, a metal rack piston, and call it a day, and it would just work forever. With those upgrades, there would be no reason to upgrade anything else. Maybe a bucking swap, but if you get this brand new, the bucking's going to be good. Even after 2 years, this bucking's not bad. But, you know, if I end up upgrading it, take it apart, I might as well just put a Lone X50 in there, because those are cheap. So to adjust the hop up, pull the charging handle back, lock it, and you can see the hop up dial. Very effective. The trigger is very nice. It's kind of spongy, so like, you know, not much resistance, but then you feel the micro switch. It's just so nice. Okay, there you go. There it is. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I love this system. I love this gun so much, even though it's not mine. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna try to pick one up. Not soon. So don't keep your hopes up. I just spent a lot of money on a gun, so I'm gonna be either buying a KWA ERG or one of these Scorpion EVOs for the next build. If I can sell my ACR, I'm putting all that money towards either one of these or KWA ERG. So, not sure which one I'm going to do, but if I sell my ACR, I could put money together to get either one. So, if you have any questions, let me know. I really do love the gun. It's awesome. Can't say better things about it. They're kind of expensive. I think they're like $400, but now they've been out for like 4 or 5 years. I think 4 years. So they should be a little bit cheaper. You should be able to find them for $350, and that's a really good price. $350 is a great price. I think they retail for $450 new when they first came out. But if you can find one for $350 new, if you can get coupon codes or whatever, $350 shipped new, fantastic. Do it because there are like some of those G&G, their metal body M4s with their MOSFETs and the Neo-Magnet motor, those are up in the 300s if I'm not mistaken too. I think they're up in the 340s for them. And if you can find this for $350, that is a really nice price because you're getting a little bit better internals in my opinion. That's actually a fact. This MOSFET is going to be miles above the G&Gs. The motor, arguably, they're both really good motors. Piston on this is going to be much better than your stock G&G piston. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Really recommend this gun. And I'm going to shoot it some more off camera because I love it. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.